lined up to speak for music. There's some more? Okay. Well, that concludes the list I have of names. Are there additional names you want to bring?
Just come.
Yeah, but no, I'll do it. So as you come forward then, could you identify yourself, please? Yeah.
Hello, Superintendent Silva and members of the school board. My name is Don Arnosti. I have 3 children that have graduated from the St. Paul school system. They went all the way through. They participated in the music program from the earliest time they could. And I'm here speaking not for my children, but for the opportunity of other children to participate and benefit from such a wonderful program that we've had. You've had many articulate people explain the importance of an early start in music education. The access for children of all families, of all means, I think is critical, and this is an opportunity that the school can do. Music education is a highly leveraged discipline where there's direct student contact. These 11 positions that you're talking about are teachers that are in direct contact with many, many students every day. In fact, I believe music education is probably the only type of education where you can effectively reach a large group of students at one time in a room. We have many other large classes where I believe the instruction's not as effective. But music education teaches group collaboration. It actually helps students work together. Research shows that the positive effect on academic performance of music programs. And the opportunity for children to have an alternative learning style as part of their day, I think, is very critical for them settling down and paying attention to some of the more traditional disciplines. So it's important to keep the itinerant music program as it is for this year. I would like to compliment the board. I just heard a little bit about what you were thinking about, and I think there's one element of your proposal that you should keep, and that is I understood that you had proposed to set aside $150,000 to bring diverse community musical offerings into the school. I think this is an excellent idea. What I would urge you to consider is to maintain the itinerant program this year, adopt that additional bringing the community into the classroom, and really look in the long term in investing more in the music program so that we can get more of these leverage benefits that we know we do get from music education right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arnosti. Our next 3 speakers would be Eugene Monique, David McGill, and Mohammed Dashtashi.
Members of the board, my name is David McGill. I'm a citizen of St. Paul, and I'm also a teacher in the school district. I'm here as a citizen. I don't have a statement so much as a question. What were you thinking? What are you thinking? What is your rationale for cutting the arts in our schools? I want to know your philosophy. I really do. I want to know what conversations you've had and rationale you bring to your conversations that would cut arts, that would undermine support for the arts in our school. I presume you're all liberally educated. We've heard all of the arguments for having arts most eloquently spoken by the kids of our district. But I want to know what your rationale is. I know you have to make very difficult decisions. That is the role that you all signed up for when you campaigned for your positions on the board. Then that's your responsibility, and you will have to make difficult decisions. But I want to know why the arts. The arts gets it every year. I want to know what you are thinking about that. I think that you will be forfeiting also your ability to credibly support arts in the future if you go through with this proposal. I think this will be a death knell, or certainly may well be a death knell for the first nail in the coffin for instrumental music education in our schools. So really, now is not the time for you to answer, but I really am curious. What is your philosophy of education? What is your philosophy of your role as leaders of this community that would bring you to a decision to cut support for instrumental music? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGill. Eugene Monique and Mohammed Dashtashi. Eugene?
Hard to hear you in the corner there.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on speaking. I'm Eugene Monique from Cadenza Music. I wasn't planning on speaking tonight. I just wanted to listen, but with the change in ideas, I thought maybe I'd indicate that we're somewhat in the dark on how this is all going to work, the whole after-school concept. I can understand why you would want to go that way, but at the same time, the mechanics of it are a little bit confusing to those of us who may end up involved in some level. And I would ask that perhaps things could be clarified a little more before the board actually votes on this particular action item.
Thank you very much, Mr. Monig. And then Mohammed.
Hello,
Evening.
I'm Mohammed Adashti. We're out of district for St. Paul, and I have two kids in French immersion school with 12 de North, and it's been talked about a lot tonight about how important the music is, and research has been done. So I'm not going to talk about that. What I want to talk about is it brings parents and to the school. Parents get involved more with their kids' education. It is required for parents to attend the classes first couple years, and also it gives parents the opportunity to come to concerts and alike and be involved with their kids' education and life. So that is something that tonight I haven't heard much about. I thought I should stress that this is important. The parents' involvement, the level of involvement, it gets kind of overlooked. So I just want to stress that, and also if you could consider supporting the music as is and not cutting it down to after school. And that's, I hope you can realize how important that program is.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dadashi. We will now move to the list for Hazel Park Battle Creek. Our first speaker is Jan Bostrom.